Ooby-Doo is everyone's favorite boomer and vintage lens enthusiast. And I thought this is the second in a series of the Nikon coolpix 880, which is a camera I owned for a couple years, and I no longer have it. But I kept the photos. They were in my archives all this time. And it was a nice camera. It took some interesting pictures, that's for sure. But back in the day, I used to go to places and look at things and consider myself a photojournalist. This is Rockefeller Center, and they had a Centennial of Flight. And I'll just Prometheus bringing fire to man. And it looks like there's people they had to. It was summertime. It's August, rather a pleasant August, not too hot, not too cold. This is a mock-up of the Apollo command module. Notice the lifting body on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, I guess all these items are, this is a mock-up too, but sure to look realistic to me. Looks like it's made all out of plastic, but it was a 1-to-1 scale. Wow, it was cool, you know. And it had all these American flags there, and people milling around. And there's just a bunch of photo ops. So of course I went. Me and my friend went, and we hung out for a while, a lady friend of mine, and we had a good time looking at stuff and watching people too, because when you go to the city, like Rockefeller Center, you always watch people too. So they went out of their way to make this look realistic, but you could tell it wasn't the real one. Oh, but here's a Raptor drone. This is 2003. And that wasn't on anyone's radar, you know. But now here's that lifting body. It had a rectangular engine or something. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video about that. I wonder what this insignia and these numbers, do they mean anything, or where'd they grab them from, you know. And they had, this is the main thing there, it's the biggest thing there. It looked realistic. I mean, did they just cover it up so you couldn't see in it or something, or was it real? What was it? Now this looked like a dummy missile to me. It looks like it has a mercury capsule on top, but you could tell they just had the outside of the cone stuck on top of this tube. But still, it was cool to go there and hang out and look around. Now some of these things had plaques on them, but you can't get close enough to read it. It was all roped off. Now this was a vertical portrait composition, and I cropped out of that. This is looking down this is Wilbur Oliver Wright's first airplane, supposedly. Yeah. Now this looked real. Inside they had some sort of tent or something set up, and these things look real. These planes. I was really scoping them out, and they look real. Now I don't know if that's the Red Baron's triplane Fokker airplane, but it was a triplane. There's the machine guns. Man, people used to fly those things, and that used to be high tech back in the day. Wow. Where'd it come from? You know, there wasn't, I didn't remember seeing too many plaques, because usually I take pictures of the plaques, but I was with a friend, and we were talking, and then maybe I wasn't paying attention, and this P-51 Mustang looked real. I mean, it looked like they must have got some of these things out of a museum somewhere and dropped it there. And it was free. All you had to do was go to the city. What we did was we took the ferry over the New York Waterway, and they have a jitney, and it took you over to Rockefeller Center, and we got out, and then we just walked around. I took pictures, and my friend, she was just hanging out with me, and we were like checking everybody out, you know. Oh, that thing in the left, that's Leonardo da Vinci's his airplane. So they had all this weird stuff there. It was pretty cool. Who told me about this? I think my brother-in-law told me about it. I said, oh yeah, I'm doing that. He worked in the city at the time, and he worked in that area, and he knew all about it. And he would give me a heads up, and I would go see these things. So this is like something authentic, this P-51 Mustang. So I took some pictures of it, because hell, I'll never see it again. You know, it's these are historical photos of an event that happened in 2003. And it looks like they had some really, like, real stuff there, too. Tuskegee Airmen. I couldn't read what this said. It was somebody's fabulous flyer. You know, this thing, this camera just wasn't 3.3 megapixels. This didn't pop that out into clarity. I should have took pictures of these posters on the wall, but I didn't. I was interested in the airplanes, though. The Fokker triplane. Look at all the people standing around. See, you could tell they just stuck this empty shell on top of the missile, but it looked real, and it was weird to see a missile in, here's that Raptor drone, a missile in Rockefeller Center with all these American flags. This looked like a real engine, a real jet engine, probably for a 747 or something. I don't know, big, giant, monstrous thing. All those tubes and pipes. Wow. I thought it was really cool. What is this, F-35? I don't know what sort of plane that was, but it looked like a full-scale mock-up, that's for sure. They had a space suit. The back was open, so all you do is step up to it and put your face in the helmet, and someone could take a picture and look like you were in a space suit. And here's this is not a full-size mock-up of the space shuttle, but the space shuttle was a big thing back then. This is before they all blew up. And here's the you know, the cockpit of the space shuttle, and it all looked realistic to me. And maybe it was like for training purposes or something. So I just snapped a couple pictures of it. Cool. There's a joystick and all those buttons. But of course you can't get close enough to push them or anything. It was all roped off. Us plebes couldn't play with it. I mean, it would be nice to sit in that chair and turn around and have someone take your picture. Or while you're playing with the joystick, someone could take a picture of you there. Now, if you walk out in the street, they had, well, let's see that next picture. Here's some more interiors, which I thought was really way cool. Now, here's the exterior of the front where the cockpit is. And these are actual tiles. I remember reading a thing that these are actual, they had to like make this model of actually what it was like or something. So I thought that was way cool. And they were all numbered, so when they replaced them, they must have spares and they could put them in the same spot and everything. Yeah, look at some of them are chipped or ripped or something. I guess from handling. I guess they moved around the country or something and had other displays somewhere else. So Radio City Music Hall was just down the block. And me and my friend, we walked down around and checked everything out. And there's all these people lining up at barricades. And I asked the guy on the waterway jitney, and he goes, it was the Puerto Rican Day Parade or something. So he got in and out just in time before the parade started, or else he would have been stuck there for hours and traffic would have been all snarled up and everything. But still, a good time was had by all. These are details on on the Radio City Music Hall. They have all these accents. This look like bronze inserts into the facade of the building. Yeah, the Nikon coolpix 880. Nice camera. If you pick a used one up, yeah, go for it. I'd say, you know, don't pay more than $20 for it, and just play with it.